starting on a birdhouse project. I'm using, we're 2x6s, I think. Anyway, there's had to run through my planer and get them all semi level as best I could. I'm gonna start marking out. I saw this online, and I'm gonna try to replicate it or something similar to it with this building material. Board 1 is gonna have no marking on it. Board 2 and 4, they're gonna be the same with 2 inches on each end and 1.5 inches on the side. And my board 3 is 2 inches from the end and 1 inch from the sides, and that's going to be the centerpiece. And I'm going to cut out where it's been marked. That's how we're going to get the hollow. We're going to cut those out, and the outside, of course, will be solid. And we're going to turn that hopefully. So we got to cut this out, and then we're going to glue it up. Well, I got my boards cut. 1 and 5 didn't do any cutting to those. My 2 and 4, they're cut out. I used my skill saw on these longs here, and the short ones wouldn't go all the way through, so I ended up using a sheetrock saw to finish those out. And my last one here is my middle piece. It's all cut out now. It's time to glue it all together. Well, it's got it glued. I got some places that weren't quite level, but I'm hoping this is going to be turned away. But anyway, here we go. Got it glued, and next step, we'll start turning. Well, I took my block and took my chainsaw and knocked off the 4 corners. Anyway, time to put it on the lathe and start turning. Snowing pine. Well, I've pretty much got it round. I got a void here. I'm filling with some glue, I guess, and sawdust, and well, I'm gonna have to go in, but anyway, I've pretty much got it rounded, so we'll see how it's gonna go in. I don't know why it's out of focus. Out of focus. I have about, this is 1.5 inches board, so I'm trying to get this about 1 inch, I think would be okay. Well, I've decided I'm going to keep it safe and finish with my shape. I've got it's going to be the bottom. I got that where I want it, and it's rough, but I'm just going to stop. I'm kind of getting a little worried. This is my first one about the thickness and everything, but anyway, I got some sand and sealer. I got some places I got patched, and I got to finish when it dries. Well, I decided to go with a stain. I just put it on there. It's still wet, so it's got to dry. And then we'll go on from there. So here it is. Well, I just made my hole, and I was just checking the thickness right there. It's probably about an inch deep right there in the middle of the board. So anyway, the hole's through. Well, I started separating the top from the bottom, and I'm starting to go into the opening, so I better stop and use my handsaw and finish it up. Well, I got the top cut off, and it's what it looks like on the inside. And I got these two side notches right here, and one on both sides. That is where the attachment's going to be for the lid, so that can fit on top, so it can be cleaned out. So anyway, ooh, it stayed together. I was kind of worried about it, but it stayed together. So I got the pieces of wood glued and screwed in place, and it fits into the top. It's not an exact match, but it fits, so I'm happy. Well, there is my completed birdhouse. I have these two screws on each side and those keys for taking the top off. We'll put a finish on it and put a hook on the top and call this complete. Well, there's the finished product. Birdhouse made out of construction lumber. This is some repurposed 2x8s. This is a post that I had on the house, and we took it down. It's not in best shape, but it's going to serve as this for the birdhouse. So there you go. Hope the birds find it and make it a home.